We're talking terrariums, which is not a small turtle. David is with us now. Essentially, this is just a tiny greenhouse.
It is, but it changed the way plants were distributed around the world because a botanist, about 1842, discovered that there was a small spore of a fern in a jam jar. And this grew. It was Nathaniel Bagshaw Ward, and they called them Wardian's case. So what happened is it grew because water was in there, and because it was sealed at the top, you know, as it evaporated, it condensed on the side, and at night came back
down
in.
again.
It became a lovely little microclimate for plants. So they developed a whole host of different sealed containers that they could take plants from Britain over into Australia and vice versa. And it effectively moved plants from all over the world, and now we use these terrariums and plant them up as almost a ship in a bottle, but it isn't, of course. It's plants.
It's a nice decoration in your home.
Yes.
Especially if you haven't got that much green space, or you're short of space and you want something nice in your home. So
what can you put in them?
Well, there's also, this is a little tillandsia, an air plant. It doesn't have any roots, but with things like glass, you can insert them in there and have like a little small container of something living.
Will grow like that?
It does, yeah. I mean, air plants, they've got little scales around the outside, so they collect all the water they need from moisture in the air, and dust is the nutrient. So
you don't water it?
No, you can give it a little mist over, and you can put a little bit of food in the mist. But air plants, they're fascinating.
I didn't know that could exist.
Well, here's another one. They come from Central and South America, and here's one again. And they do send up these little spikes of beautiful mauve flowers.
Can I touch that?
Yes, you can. It looks like something out of science fiction.
Like it's dead.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing about air plants. They look just the same dead as they do alive, but they only use the roots to anchor themselves onto things and would normally blow around. So some people use these terrariums and just insert them into here and mist over, and it creates something that's just a little bit different. And interior designers are loving these things now because...
Well, especially lit. If you were to light it a little bit, you know, so a bit of light on it.
Absolutely, you get that effect. It's best not to put them in too brightly lit a windowsill, but you're right, lighting works well. And these big containers you can plant up with a whole host of different types. And there's really two categories. These are all open-faced terrariums, so there is some air coming through.
Right.
But things like succulents and cacti work out really well, or even something like this little, it's another tillandsia here, which are beautiful. Eventually the flower dies down and you can replace them in there, but they work so nice. And then there's more traditional house plants like ivies you've got here, or even the polka dot plant, little hypoestes, and they're beautiful because it is a little almost doll's house of plants.
But these ones you'd have to water, presumably?
Yes. I think the secret all of them is to water. I'll plant one up and show you what to do. I mean, I'll have to do this one quite quickly, obviously, for our time.